unlike Rick, who think he's got the shortest life here. I can beat that. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tuesday night. I know it's Tuesday because it felt like a Monday, and I was reminded many times today that it was Tuesday, but it was a Monday for me, and I'll explain that here
Hello,
in a few
everybody, and
minutes.
welcome into
And there is
Tuesday night. I
one
know it's
huge
Tuesday
delay
because
again. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I confirmed my audio, and that's good enough for me, and I'm sure the homies' audio is working as well. Speaking of the homies, we have MIA Bill, we have Sam, we have Greg, and we have Rich. And Jeff Ryman has joined us. I really figured that would be someone else joining us who's got an interesting story to tell if I allow him to tell it. And I probably will because I myself am interested in this as well. Let's go look at chat. Chat's there. Okay, now we're back to the Zoom homies. Scott was first. John was second. Is bloody hell. Is it time to wake up? I didn't take a nap today. I literally did not get done fixing the credit union debacle that I'll tell you about here in a minute until 5:29 p.m. my time. It was horrible. Scott and John are exchanging pleasantries. Greg's showing us his dinner, which looks to be way better than what I had. What do we got? Sausage? No. Chicken. Burnt chicken? No. Pizza. What do you got?
Barbecued pork chops, green beans, and rice.
There you go. That looks good. That looks very good.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to pick up a nice Gigabyte B550 motherboard for $40 today. That is coming from John, telling Scott all about that. Just updated the BIOS to the latest version without a problem. Greg said he was third. No, let's see. Scott, John. Yeah, I guess you would be third. My bad. I'll give you some points for that in a minute. Greg just showed us his dinner. Sam says hi. John says hi to Sam. And I don't know where I'm at in points because thanks to the mouse wheel, we just went way, way, way down the line. I have no idea. I'll get it back here in a second. I do have a plan for chat. I'm going to test it later tonight during the clock countdown, but I'm going to run and go from there. Rick Lakes is in the house. Polar vortex, dealt with that a few times. Yeah, that was suggested by Greg, and I went and found it, and I figured, hey, what the heck? It's a minute and 20 some seconds in length. Scott said that's a good price for the motherboard. Yeah, if it's functional and you got the parts to make it work and can flip it and make some money, of course. They left the Windows license on it as well. That's a good deal. Although they're a dime a dozen, I hear. Last 4 or 5 motherboards, I had to get a license to use on them. Just scrolling through here. Scott's asking Rick that hopes he's doing okay, trying to get rid of winter. Yes, we need to get rid of winter. Trying to deal with cars. I thought they said cats. When I first glanced at that, I was trying to get cats running in my parking lot, and I realized he's talking about cars starting due to the cold weather. I actually shoveled snow this afternoon. Go ahead, Sam.
Read Zoom chat, please.
Reading Zoom chat, please.
Out loud. Thanks.
Well, I don't know how to read anything, but I'm not sure. I am not sure. The answer is yes, but I'm not sure. And I'll tell you why. Remind me after the stream, and I'll tell you why. Possibly. Who knows? Going in, it was. Now, I don't know. There's so many weird things going on with YouTube tonight. I changed my thumbnail. On one browser, it's a good thumbnail. It's got the right numbers, the right picture, and the right names, and all that other good stuff. On another browser, it's got last night's thumbnail, which has the night before its thumbnail. But I change them every night. I don't get it. Scott tells Rick, we are all tired of winter. Like you would not believe I'm tired of winter. I actually shoveled some snow to clear out a little bit more of the driveway today. And it wasn't too bad until the wind picked up. Okay, I saw that pop up.
Winter's not over. Mojave Max hasn't come out.
So Rick said, I did take my snowmobile ride the other day across the Gull Lake. Fun, but frozen bird. I was a frozen bird. Yeah, I can imagine. I've never been on a snowmobile and probably will never be on a snowmobile. Um, just one of those things at this age where I sounded cool when I was young, and man, it probably would have been cool. And speaking of that, I missed someone's live stream tonight that I really wanted to go watch. Weather app says started snowing in 39 minutes in Maryland. You can have all the snow you can take. I'm so wanting snow to be over. Temperature wise was decent today. The snow on the ground keeps the cold that we have in. Get rid of the snow, and today was a decent day. Working on a video for tomorrow. Cool. I'll look for that. I would hope if you're on a snowmobile, you've got a helmet on. I hope you're not helmetless and letting the snow blow through your hair. I mean, I would think if that thing were to flip and whatever, oh my gosh, that could be disastrous. Helicopter just fired up. Scott, do you live near the hospital? And he said he had on a helmet with face guard. Cool. Good, 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 good. Eye doc physicals. Yeah, you're getting old, John. I mean, I'm about to join that club very, very soon. May 21st is my next VA appointment. I finally figured out how to look that up today. I'm just going to buzz through these real quick. If there's anything in orange. Anyone have any solid state drives or NVMe storage? John's asking, he's probably asking for a friend. Rick is saying he might. He's going to look. Thank you, Rick. The Zoom homies. I probably do, but they're probably not near the capacity that you would want. I think they're real teeny tiny,
Oh,
really
spinning
not
rest
worth it.
right price.
Galactic 007's in the house. Hello, Galactic. Good to see you. I did see you were live earlier today. I'll tell you how bad YouTube's screwing up. I actually got a notification on my computer today. While I was watching another live stream, it popped up. Unbelievable. There are so many stupid things going on with YouTube right now. I'm scrolling through here. I'm still there. We go. Now I'm finally where we went live, and Scott was the first one to get points. He was the first one to comment. Stealth mode's in the house. He says, "Hi, ya peeps." Hello, Stealth. You've been awarded points. Check your points. Galactic Volcano says, "Kenny, hi." Speaking of Arkansas, he should be joining us briefly. Maybe, possibly. Looking kind of forward to it. Ski Man's in the house. Hello, Ski. I hope you're feeling better. I know earlier today on Rick's, and you guys were not going to believe how this went with me today. And I intentionally held off doing it today because they said, give us an extra day. They said, and they being the two credit unions, said, oh, this will be all good to go Monday morning. My intuition was it will not even be close to being done Monday morning. And it wasn't. It was horrible. The guy from Idaho just joking with me. Possibly, I don't know. I have no idea. Now I have to go.
Closing one and opening another.
Say that again. Am I doing who? What? What was that?
We're closing an account at one.
No. My. Let me look at something here real quick. No, my credit union got bought out by a bigger credit union. And
it's going
Sam,
to be...
the answer is yes, it is actually, to answer your question. And Alex, why you ain't got power, but you didn't lose power? I'm waiting for an explanation.
The easiest way for me to explain it to you is to just flip the camera around.
You don't have power. The easiest way to explain it is why don't you have power? You don't need to flip the camera. You don't.
This house is from the 1960s. So.
Oh, we're blaming the age of the house now. Okay, go on.
Half the outlets in this room work, and half the outlets in the room don't, because part of the house has power and part of the house does not, due to a ground fault outside. My dad just so I've got about couple of little lights, couple of little lights on you here using the one of the USB battery packs
No,
and
Well, I see that you told me you have your router running, and that's good, even though you don't have your computer running. Not sure why you need your router running, but I'm glad you got your priorities in order. Don't worry
well,
about keeping the house warm or anything else. Get that router running.
well, you need the router to use Wi-Fi, which is the most important utility.
Yeah, Manny's in the house. Hello, Manny. Hello to my cousin Betty. I don't see Betty in the house. Is Betty in the house? If she is, I didn't see it, and I don't think. Oh yeah, she did. Hello, Betty.
Well, if
Rick's
it's
got
not,
some terrible 1 terabytes. Go ahead, Jeff.
as long as he doesn't have a short someplace in the house wiring.
I hope not. I mean, it sounds to me like his dad may have tracked down what the problem was. Is this due to your recent weather that you had? Is that why you have this issue tonight?
no idea.
Look at him. He's pretending to be the reporter on the street with his hand in his ear going, and here in Arkansas lately.
I really don't. I just know that.
And here in Las Vegas, it's one thumb up. Someplace else.
Yeah, really. Self Mode says we froze our yard several days in a row. Record cold 21 degrees was the lowest record. Why did you freeze your yard? I mean, I would not freeze your yard. But I know you're saying the weather was cold enough and your yard froze. And we have the picture and the video, not the video, but the video. I think I'm all caught up with chat again. Yeah, I can imagine when it gets cold in Florida, you guys probably do go through some culture shock because you're not prepared for it. I was out in short pants today. I mean, it was actually that nice. I think it was like 34, 35 degrees at that time. I did shovel snow in short pants today until the wind picked up, and then I was like, "What in the world am I doing out here shoveling snow in short pants?" Plane, automobile, planes, trains, and automobiles. Great movie, by the way. We had to keep the well running so it would not freeze. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So how was the debacle of the credit union? So this morning when I get up, I make my coffee and I call and I'm on hold for 57 minutes. I'm number one in the queue. So now this is going to go good. Then I go from number one in the queue to number 7 in the queue. What? What? I didn't call. I didn't hang up. I didn't call back. I went from 1 to 7. Okay, no problem. I went from 7 to 9. It kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Finally, I get a person on the phone, and I tell them, "Hey, I'm with North County Credit Union. You guys just bought us out. Blah 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 blah. How do I make sure I can? How do I make this work? I want to log in. I want to make my banks work. What do I do? Oh, that's easy. You have to create a new account." Rick was talking about this earlier today, and I'm like, "No, I don't. Your email said I don't have to make a new account." Wait a minute. I'll put you on hold. I'm back in the queue. So she comes back and she says, "You're right. You don't have to make an account. I'm going to walk you through how to do that." I'm thinking, "Oh, great." So we try to get that done. That didn't go well. So I get another girl on the phone, and she and I actually got it connected, and it was working just fine. Well, when I went to log back into it, I don't exist. I'm not there. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I'm not there. So I call back. I'm back in the queue, and I get a young lady. She says, "Oh, I have to get our technical department to call you back because this is above me, and we're all having these problems because, as you know, we just inherited North County Credit Union." And I'm like, I get that, but it worked earlier. Why doesn't it work now? Well, the technical department will be able to tell you that. Well, can you tell me my ID? No, I can't tell you that. Now remember that. No, I can't tell you that. I said, okay. When will the technical department call me back, and what are the numbers they're going to call? Because I don't answer the phone if I don't know. She gives me the 2 numbers that they may or may not call from. Long story short, they never called. Okay. So I finally gave up them calling me. And at 5 o'clock my time, I said, that's it. I'm calling back and this is going to get resolved today. There's a 3 hour time difference. So they've got plenty of time to do this. I got a guy, and I don't mean to be sexist about this by no means at all, but I got a guy, Greg was his name, really funny. I
Oh,
said, your last name isn't Guy. Yeah. And he says, no. And he goes, what's going on? So I told him, he goes, "Ah, piece of cake, Mr. Stout. We'll have this done in 5 minutes. Famous last words, by the way. Famous last words. 29 minutes later, it's fixed. However, he was able to give me everything I needed to know. All I had to do is tell him my name, my birth date, and the last four of my social security. And he's clacking around. And he goes, "Yep, I found you. What do you need to know? What do you want to know?" I said, "Well, let's start with my username." And sure as hell, it was what I had written down. I said, "Why isn't your bank accepting my username that I have written down, that I put in, that you just told me that I verified?" He goes, "I don't know. Let's see if we can get it to work." He says, "You need to create a new account." I said, "No, I don't. Let me put you on hold. I'm thinking this is not getting done today. I'm really not happy." He comes back and goes, "Yeah, you're right. You don't have to do this." He goes, "We'll get this done." And we did. It took 29 minutes, but we finally did get it. I said, "Before you go, I'm going to disconnect on the computer and I'm going to try to reconnect to make sure we are good to go." He goes, "Yeah, no problem. Not at all." "Oh, where are you from, by the way?" "I'm living in Indiana at the current moment, and it's cold here." He goes, "Well, you know we're in San Diego, so I know. You don't need to rub it in. I know." Log back in, it works just fine. And I haven't checked it since, I'm afraid to. Then I said, "Oh, by the way, I need to know where there's a share branch of your credit union. It's no longer the same as mine here in Indianapolis, Indiana." "Hang on a minute. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that." "Really? What kind of a credit union are?" And they're a big credit union. They've been around for years. They don't have any clue what they're doing. I figured it out. I went to their website and by clacking around and clicking around, I figured it out. So that was my Monday on a Tuesday.
and a local ATM that you can use without charge.
I found a local credit union I can use without charge that's affiliated with these guys. And I'm testing that tomorrow. I am testing that tomorrow. One of the conversations this guy and I had was, "Why is my balance so low?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, my house payment came out yesterday and I had buffered it to, I would be able to cover the next bill coming up." That wasn't entirely true. The money in my back pocket was the buffering to cover the bill that's coming up in 2 days. So I got to go to the credit union tomorrow and put that money in there. I had thought I'd already done that. I didn't. So that was on me. I didn't let him know that. I blame 25H2. That's what I blamed. And the kid had no sense of humor. He goes, "25H2? What are you talking about?" Moving
He's
on.
already
Oh, bloody
26
hell.
too.
Yeah, it's I'm just glancing over chat. Um, doesn't look like there's anything. Stealth Mode and Rick are having a conversation about the weather. My parents' place has a wood stove. Oh man, I wish I had a fireplace, or I wish I had a wood stove. And I apologize. I need to go look at something real quick. So you're going to see this. If somebody wants to talk, Alex, Jeff, Greg, Sam, um,
I can't. I'm eating.
I had to break in
Go on,
conversation.
dude.
Informant was here today.
you were on the phone today too. I saw earlier.
Who?
Nope.
Because I know I had planned to get this done before Rick. I thought I gave myself plenty of time to do it. No, can't do it. And then I felt bad, but I did get to see all of Rick's show. I did pause it and I went back and watched the whole entire thing. I paused it.
I was doing something else on the computer.
I sometimes do that, but I couldn't have two conversations going on at one time. And Um, Nothing against Rick, but my banking was more important today.
Well,
I had to get that done.
having a conversation, but I had something I could work on.
I understand. Well, by the way, this is not going to be a very long live stream. The IU game got kicked back to 10 o'clock for some stupid reason instead of 9 o'clock. My plans were to watch the first half, come in here and do the live stream, go watch the second half. The game just started. It's probably television. I have no idea why, but it just. Tim Tech's in the house. Hello, Tim. All the kids use phone. They don't know what's on it. That is that good point, Sam. You are so true. So true on that. Josh Kinder's in the house apparently because somebody said hi to Josh Kinder. I didn't see Ghetto come in. Oh, there he is. Josh Robert Ghetto Kinder out of Pittsburgh is in the house.
Oh no.
Unbeknownst to the rumors that certain people thought, I did not block Ghetto. He's no longer allowed on the Zoom, as we all know, but I welcome him on the chat. More than welcome. Have no problem with that whatsoever. There are people blocked on my channel. Yes. But Ghetto is not one of them. I don't know why he thought he was, but he's not. Ski Man says, Dr. Ghetto, otherwise known as AKA. So hopefully tomorrow goes good. My biggest fear tomorrow is when I go down to the credit union and I go, hey, I looked you guys up last night. You're affiliated with my new credit union. It's located in San Diego. And I need to send some money to my bank from your bank, deposited in the account. My biggest fears are going to say, we have no idea what you're talking about, sir. And then I'm going to be up a creek. Or I'm going to be driving to San Diego in 33 hours and try to get back here to do a live stream tomorrow night. I don't know, one or the other.
What?
I've done it. I've driven straight. I've actually driven straight through from Indianapolis to San Diego to Indianapolis more times than I care to remember. That was years ago, of course. I couldn't do it now. I barely probably get to St. Louis right now, and then I'm done driving for the day.
Does the credit union hold your mortgage?
How old's my mortgage?
No. Does the credit union?
No. That's through another place here in Indiana. And eventually I'm going to switch credit unions. Do what, Jeff? You broke up.
You pay the mortgage from the credit union, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that got paid. That transaction did take place.
Well, if
Which is
this
good.
place you go to tomorrow works out well and it isn't too far from you, maybe you could just transfer there.
Yep. Well, that's I've got the paperwork to do that, and that is the plan. I've just got to kind of get some
easy
things.
to do.
Yeah, it is easy
I
on
can
some
do it.
certain
Transfer
circumstances.
them between banks. And
Well,
guess
yeah,
what I
but
got done?
yeah, between banks, but I've got
Yeah, you can do it.
I got things I got to be able to
Pay like
call
your
up and say,
yeah,
hey,
credit cards and stuff off over the line. Yeah, I do it over here because all the banks is closed.
yeah, I've transferred money all the time. I used to do it all the time online, but I can no longer do that. The only reason, I mean, I'm happy having the credit union in San Diego. I've had it since 1998 or 99. The one I used to have was a good credit union. It was small. It was privately owned. It was a good credit union. The one that bought them out is, I believe, the second largest credit union in San Diego, and you can tell their service sucks. So I'm waiting for a couple of events in my life to take place. Once those events take place, I'm going to bite the bullet, transfer everything from there to here, and then put everything that's going there into here, and then I'll be done with it, and I'll close the account. Long Dog's in the house. Seems
Well,
like another clue to the banking system may have issues. There's a bank in Chicago that won't bill yet. Banks go out of business all the time. Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, if the one in Indianapolis is really affiliated with the one in San Diego now, you would think that might be a slightly easier transfer, but if the guy says 5 minutes tops, you just go.
Again, I'm so concerned. I'm going to walk in and they're going to say, who? I don't know what website you were looking at. Probably OnlyFans or something. I don't
Well,
know,
does
but
your credit union retain its name and just have an affiliation with this bigger one now?
no, no, no. They completely off the map now. They no longer exist. Because
So
that would have
you're
been nice.
the bigger credit union now,
Yeah, yeah.
but they are just affiliated with the one in Indianapolis in some manner.
It's called a
They,
share. It's called a share branch of that. It's a bunch of
okay,
credit unions combined into one is what it is.
okay. I haven't had a credit union account in years, so I don't know how all that stuff works anymore.
Missy's in the house. Hello, Missy. Yeah, I've wanted to go to Navy Federal Credit Union. I think that's where Greg belongs to for a long time. And when I tried to do that in San Diego, I don't recall the reason why they told me I couldn't, but they said I could not. I'm like, I'm a veteran. That right there should allow me to become part of Navy Federal Credit Union. And the
Yeah.
little smart ass girl goes, "Well, you're not a Navy veteran, sir. You're an Army veteran."
No, they cover all branches of DOD now.
Yep.
And they've been doing
Maybe
that
now,
for
but
years.
back then, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know how many years it's been.
Maybe
Probably
the
10 years.
have a Navy Federal in Indianapolis someplace, which I would assume you do.
I think we do actually. I believe I've actually seen that here.
Go there, open the account, and then just transfer the money.
Long Dog's mortgage got sold for the third time. Now that's one thing I've been lucky. This house mortgage has not been sold. Come in. Oh, that was me. Yet. It has not been sold yet. And I say yet because historically mortgages get transferred and sold and bought all the time. Joined a federal credit union when I was in the Army, still at my bank 30 some years later. Yeah, I love the credit union that I had. I probably won't stick around for this new one very long, especially if I can transition my direct deposits I have and one bill that's a concern outgoing with no problem. I'm good. I'll have it done middle of next month. Helicopter coming back. So again, Scott, do you live close to the hospital? I noticed you said earlier that you heard the helicopter leaving. And I did watch Missy's premiere. I don't know if anyone else knows she had a premiere earlier or not. It was really interesting to watch. I don't understand all that, but it's so cool to watch her do what she does in that. And she mentioned something about Sims 1 and 2. I don't even think I could do Sims 1 or Sims 2. Yeah, I just don't. Let's see if I missed anything here. Scott and Stealth are talking about the weather. We've got a warm up. It's going to be in the 40s here next week. The snow better be gone. I need to get out and hit some golf balls downrange.
Hey, Ken, I got a question for you.
Oh, I've got an answer. You may not like it, but I will have an answer.
Can you see my video?
Can I see your video? Do you mean can I see your face at you looking at your phone video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see your video.
I was just wondering because I got my my Logitech webcam working through my phone, so
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
wondering. I was just curious if I could do that or not, and I thought.
And I'm going to guess you have Tammy on your phone, right?
Not at the moment, but I.
Oh my God! That was priceless. Not at the moment. So when do you anticipate getting power back, or maybe tomorrow or later tonight, or no concern you guys are going to be losing the house due to electricity? I mean, you're safe, right?
Yeah, my dad ran a couple of extension cords and got the refrigerator plugged in and the deep freezer plugged in, and
Well, you said the circuits are working, right? Some are working, some aren't.
yes, Jeff.
I thought you had a generator for your refrigerator and freezer.
We do have a generator, but part of the power is working, so we're not completely.
Just not the part for. Well, okay.
Hope the part for the.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I can see that. Missy said, "Hey, I knew nothing. I didn't even know what the basic controls were. totally clueless about everything, but not hard to learn. Okay. Um, I'll just keep watching you and I'll keep going, man, that is really good. And I just don't think I can do it. I never played Sim until a couple years ago. I became a gamer, played Roblox. Is it Roblox or Roblex? How do you pronounce that?
Roblox.
Roblox. Okay. Is that French?
I think it's just a made up name.
Stealth Mode and John are having a conversation. They know my name. Yeah, that was the other thing I liked about when I was still living in San Diego. The North County Credit Union, the original privately owned credit union, was so small. You walk in the door and they greeted you by your name, not Mr. Stout, your name. They had a very low turnover. It was great, and they were all about helping people. Mogdog says it sounds like you have a one-phase electricity that's not working. That's why you have some outlet workings and some not. Just a possibility. Not. Missy's breaking it down. It goes RO space NLOCK. So it's Roan Locks. Roan Locks. Roblox. All right. If you think you know the name. And I apologize. I do have the IU game sitting on my Davinci machine, which I have not had any issues with the capture card since I cleaned it and replaced it. It's working flawlessly.
Ken, this is what you're seeing right now from my video is
Is you holding your phone, looking at your phone, and probably is
No,
Tammy, and you don't want to admit it.
it's strict. You'll make a point that what you're seeing right now on my video on Zoom is strictly due to the fact that I have an Android phone. As far as I'm aware, you can't plug in an external webcam like I've got right now.
You actually have your camera physically plugged into your phone?
Yes, I do through a.
Well, hold the phone up. Let me see the cord. I want to know. I'm from Misery. Show me.
The cord under his hand there.
I'll switch.
I only see the phone, and I'm sure he does. I have no idea. I have no idea if I can plug a camera into this iPhone or not. I'm not equipped. If I lose the power, I'm sitting here in the dark, and I'm not going to use my phone to try to get a camera working and try to go do something. I'm going to enjoy the darkness and go from there. Forza something, Exxon. I don't know what it is. What is it, Greg?
Horizon.
Well, that's not how you spell horizon. I believe it has a Z. Okay, she changed it. I'm politely savage on Forza Horizon. Okay. She says she's in her 50s.
So Ken, does your iPhone have a Lightning connector or a USB-C connector?
USB-C.
You might be able to connect a webcam with the right conversion of the USB.
I have converted somewhere, but it's not important to me. I mean, not a big deal. Again, if I lose power, I'm done. I don't have a generator. I know I told you guys the other day I do. I don't. I've never seen a need for a generator, and I don't really see the need for a generator. Now, when I become rich and famous, I'll just get one for the hell of it to say, hey, I got a generator.
Well, when I was in the other day, I saw a little gadget you could buy, a power inverter that you can hook in your 12-volt thing in the dash of your car and get AC out of it.
I've seen those. Jamie's in the house. He says, hello, everyone, stopping by to say hi-ya and clicking the like button. I appreciate that. 19 watching and 15 likes. I need 4 more. I'm getting spoiled. Beginning to like that 100% like ratio, believe me. I'm going to start using GeoForce platform to play higher-end graphic games. I played Destiny 2 for a year. That was Sam recommended that for the first 12-hour debacle we did on New Year's Eve. It was really fun. But I'm not a gamer, never have been a gamer, but I enjoy playing that. Sorry, I can't see my PC. I hate wearing glasses. I hated wearing glasses, and when I got my eyes surgically repaired. Smartest thing I ever did. Smartest thing. I can see you guys perfectly fine. I wish you'd quit moving around though, but you guys look really good tonight. Who's carrying the guitar case? Oh wait, you're over there. My bad.
Sure you had your eyes fixed?
Find out in May.
Oh.
We'll find out in May. Just out of curiosity, Jamie, if you're still here, did you go watch the Philippine American couple earlier today? I know Dave was going to do a show. I forgot all about it. I got tied up doing some other things. Waiting to get fiber optics internet. Yeah. Yeah, the VA should pay for it. It paid for mine. Of course, they felt sorry for me. They led the stuff in the ground last spring, supposed to have it ready. Yeah, they were doing that in Charleston when I lived in Illinois. The generator is nearly required here in Florida, as we can go a week or so without power. I'd probably go out of state. And she says the VA does not pay for that. Wow. The VA is really interesting. They paid for mine. They paid for my eyes. They paid for my hearing aids. They paid for some other things. Things I'd like them to pay for, they don't pay for. My brother, on the other hand, who did like 4.5 years in the Air Force, he's got 9,000% coverage. My brother gets paid to drive 13 miles, or 15 miles, I think it is now, from his house to the VA and back home. Yeah, go figure that out. There's a radius on how far you have to live away, and he's not near the radius because he's like, I got paid again today to go to the VA.
Has he been certified to have a service-related disability?
Stupidity, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, Jeff. I have no idea.
I get paid to drive to the VA and back too.
Really?
Yep. Beneficiary travel.
I got to do something. Thank you, Galactic Volcano. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And Greg's a veteran as well. Jeff's a veteran as well. Sam's a jarhead, but we won't hold that against him. But he's a veteran as well too. And Greg's a squid. And again, we won't. Well, Greg, you did Army and then Navy, right? You okay? So you retired from the Navy. Okay. Always get that.
Airborne in the Army.
Who, Greg or me?
101, or maybe that's just air mobile now.
I wasn't airborne. Jump out of a plane? No. I barely get on the plane. Where did you see 101 at? I'm looking through.
I saw it on an old snapshot of him in uniform or something one night.
Oh, Greg? Possibly. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Or whatever, I'm not sure.
I did stupid other things. I was on the SWAT team. I was on the SRT teams. I did the dumb things. I've charged into buildings, running through walls and brick walls. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe that's finally catching up to me. I apologize. It's good to see you guys are talking in chat. I am way behind in chat. I could take the next hour to catch up in chat. Tim Tech did a weather check, and it's currently 66 degrees down in Texas where he's at. Yep, Halo. No, thank you. No. High altitude, low opening, by the way. You what, Jeff?
I just mumbled what tomorrow's high will be here, so you don't put me in the waiting room.
Are you going to be in the 80s?
No, but close. No, we're supposed to
You're in Vegas. You're supposed to be close.
76.
Average? I mean, is that your average temperature for February?
No, that's 78 is the record for February the 4th. We may get to 76, they said.
You think I might remember, but I mean, I loved living in Las Vegas. That was fantastic. Today, Missy had 50s, 70s on Sunday. It's going to be 70 on Sunday. Galactic Volcano says, thank you, Zoom homies, for your service. Thank you. Tim Tech says, I was in junior ROTC in high school all the way from 9th grade to 12th grade. You had to keep taking it over? You never did. A couple of us got that. Rich, you were not in the military, were you?
So we're reporting. What are
No.
you trying to do? Hook up so you can be on a conference call?
Put
Busted.
my charger in.
Okay. You hear what I said?
The year I started to college,
Up there.
Okay. Well, that's all.
OTC was a mandatory course for all men at a land grant university. The next
I
year
knew,
it was
yeah. She said, Missy said she knew when it was shorts weather on Christmas, it was a mild winter. Yeah, I think we all had a mild winter until about, what, 10 days ago or so? And winter decided it was going to rear its ugly head and dump 14 inches of snow and super, super, super cold weather. Jamie says, I can't spell. Welcome to the club. None of us can spell. That's what I love about the computers. If you misspell something, it puts a little squiggly line under it saying you're an idiot. You hover over the line, it gives you the right spelling. You click on the right spelling, problem solved. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, short weather's right around the corner. Do what, Jeff?
Missy's asking if there's any VFW members. I don't know the answer. I know several of you are eligible.
I'm eligible, but I've never done it. I've been told I should. I've actually been told the VFW can actually help me get most, if not all, of my VA benefits I'm not currently getting. But I'm good with what I've got, and I'm not a greedy person, so I don't need
Not
anything else.
I have to stick with the American Legion.
You know, John says hello to Jamie. I wasn't there earlier. He said he was talking about taxes in his live stream. Well, of course, as soon as you mention taxes, YouTube doesn't want you talking about taxes. Yes, I'm pushing the button. No, I mean, I'm not pushing the button in the stream. I'm pushing YouTube's button.
Did you say taxes or Texas?
Oh, it could be taxes in Texas or Texas taxes. I don't know. Does Texas have taxes? I thought they were one of the 7 states that doesn't have taxes.
Do not have a state income tax. They have other kinds of tax. I think they have relatively high property taxes, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask
Tim is saying we've got 6 more weeks of winter. I hadn't heard anything. I wanted to be a chief in the Army, but decided to be a grunt. You wanted to be a warrant officer?
No.
No. Oh, is this great guy humor? I wanted to be a chief. Oh, shit. You say chief or chef?
Chief of the Army.
Chief. Oh, you wanted to be. Oh, okay. Got it. What were you? You were a. I'm gonna screw this up. Master Chief in the Navy?
No, I didn't make Master Chief.
Really? I thought you did.
No, first class,
All right.
E6.
Yep. Glancing through chat.
Yeah, Sam, I was like you. I took ROTC in college, but I couldn't pass the flight physical.
Scott wants to know where's his
Dang
refund.
it.
So
Well, I could have passed the physical and everything. I sucked.
Galactic Volcano says CWO, Chief Warrant Officer. Galactic, are you a veteran? Were you in the military? Asking for the Zoom homies, by the way. I'm tracking the former Secretary of Navy for. Good luck. Scott, I'd like to know where. Well, I haven't even filed my taxes yet. Again, we all know there's going to be some life-changing events coming up here in about, what's today? The 3rd, 14 days.
yeah, I
Give
don't
or
have
take.
all the data for my taxes yet.
All right, Jamie, thank you for stopping by. Good luck. Don't forget about the baby. April 29th. Remember, April 29th. And don't everybody forget, April 3rd, I think it is when David from the Philippine American couple is going to hold a virtual baby shower for Jamie. And I for one plan on being there representing the homies, and I would love to see you guys there, as I'm sure would Jamie, as I'm sure would David. And you don't have to hang around very long. I get it, you know. Just I don't take orders very well. I think that's most of us, honestly. I'm going to go back through chat and see if I missed anything. 22-23. Oh, at least we're counting correctly. We're counting up. Can a child of the VFW join the VFW? I don't know, Stealth. I have no idea. Get
think
benefied.
You actually have to have served overseas.
DA. Okay, Missy's got the DAV. That I figured she did, but I never did want to bring it up. I still would like to know how long Missy was in the Army.
You have to have served overseas during time of war.
Long Dog
Yeah.
saying to Jeff Ryman, I didn't want to comment on the ground fault outside diagnosis, but could be a bad GFCI. But that should only be a few. But that should only be a few outlets not working. It's
Well,
an older house. It's in Arkansas. It could be a product of the weather. Who knows? Jim knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. He'll figure it out. And if he can't fix it, he'll get an electrician in there. He won't put Alex and Alex's mom in any kind of danger. You can rest assured of that. You have to be deployed.
That he was told there was a ground fault outside the house someplace.
Someplace,
I
yeah.
don't know what that means. But some
I don't
circuits
know.
outlets working and some not.
Well, that's my brain every day. Minute 24 to go in the half, 32-30. Indiana's behind.
She says you have to be deployed to war. It's veterans of foreign wars. You have to be deployed in a war zone, I think. Now, there's the background I've seen on Greg, 101st Airborne, which is what
Yeah.
which I asked him if he was in the 101 when he was in the Army.
I think he stepped out for the minute. When he comes back, we'll ask him. Tim, once I get the link, I'll let you know. You might want to remind me a couple days before. It's April 3rd.
Yeah. I'm a Vietnam era veteran, but not a Vietnam veteran. And there is an important distinction.
Right. Actually serve in, not during.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Missy, I can't remember if you sent me an email or not. I kind of went through my sent emails to see if I had one. And speaking of emails, whoever brought that up, thank you very much for reminding me. I've been meaning to say this for a couple days now. If I send you an email, please respond. Even if it's a go jump in the lake response, I would appreciate it. If I send an email, please respond. At least respect me enough to answer the email. If you don't know the answer to the question I sent to you, like, is your name Bob, Robert, then, we got a problem. Houses have been an A phase and B phase to create T20. Yeah. I don't do emails. Okay. All right. Well, so why did I thought I had one from you? Maybe someone pretended to be, maybe that's why I'm having problems with my capture card. Somebody was pretending to be Missy. No, I don't know what it is. USC will win easily tonight. They're currently up 2 with a minute 11 to go. Indiana was picked to split the road trip. They were at UCLA Saturday. They're at USC tonight, and they were picked to split this 2-trip road trip. Now Wednesday or Saturday, they're going to whoop up on somebody from Madison. I'm just telling you right now. This Saturday, and that game better be early, because if it's a late game, the stream will be late. I'm not missing that game. I hate email. I'm not a big fan, but it's a necessity sometimes. I see Alex is back. Welcome back, Alex.
Yeah, Sam, I don't understand at all. I know it wasn't a declared war over there, but Korea wasn't a declared war either. It was a conflict. In Vietnam, there was never a declaration of war from Congress. And yet Vietnam veterans can join.
John saying good luck. You guys are a good team right now. Indiana is an up and coming team. They don't have any experience together. Very little known fact about the Indiana IU basketball team this year. They brought back 0 returning players from last year's team. 0. They either graduated or they jumped ship when Mike Woodson left. No players were returning. So the new coach had to go out and through the portal get 12 guys to come play for IU. Well, 11. He brought his son.
Well, here's a sucky fact about Kansas State basketball this year. This is the 3rd year for the new coach. He did pretty well the first year with players he didn't recruit. And it's been downhill since. And because
60,000. Wow.
here, they gave him a horrendously big contract, so to toss him now means a big buyout. And I just learned yesterday or the day before that the basketball team at Kansas State this year has a total NIL worth about $10 million, and none of them play for shit. Pardon my French.
All about money. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Missy said
And
she's got about 60,000 emails.
yeah, all of our team is sitting there collecting their money, and about towards the end of every game, they just kind of say, "Oh well."
Yeah, yeah, game's over. Yeah. I don't keep my emails. I do have a certain set of emails that I'm holding on to, and I will hold on to those through the end of the month. And once this month gets done, I will delete those. I get an email, I read an email, I respond to the email, I delete the email. I've done that for years. I do know people. I know people in this Zoom. I'm not going to mention any names, but they live south of the Mississippi that have thousands and thousands of emails, probably for years and years and years. 34, 30, 46 seconds to go in half. I don't know why you'd want to keep your emails, but I don't. I read them, respond, delete them. Did you send an email? Look, it's Bob. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Can't remember if you go back to work tomorrow or if you went back today. It's been such a Monday for me today. You talking about me? No, Missy. Actually, I'm not. I'm referring to both the people I'm referring to are homies and have been on. One of them may or may not be present right now, and the other one lives out on an island in California, which is really weird because he lives out in the middle of the state, but he claims he lives on an island. Badgers will have their way with Indiana on Saturday at the Kohl Center. I believe, John, if Wisconsin shows up to play Bloomington or play Indiana in Wisconsin at Madison, it's a guaranteed loss for them because the game is scheduled in Bloomington, Indiana at IU. So yes, please have the Wisconsin Badgers go to the Kohl Center, please. Because that's a forfeit for us. We win automatically. Yeah, you said my bloody name. Oh, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I get it. People hold on to things. I hold on to other stuff. I have a filing cabinet system. It goes back probably 20 years. Not needed. I just don't throw stuff away. I'm so afraid that if I throw this thing away that I've had for 20 years, I throw it away. The next day, someone's going to say, "Hey, do you remember back in 20 years ago? Oh, yeah, I threw that away yesterday and it's in the trash." That's my biggest fear. Oh, yeah, that's important tax document, by the way. I better not throw that away. Do you need an email? I will give you one for free. I'll get with you on that. I was having an interesting conversation about YouTube earlier today with another creator, and it was advised that if I'm going to watch all these shows that I watch, which today I was only watching 4 at one time, and they were, "Oh no, Sir Ken, you shouldn't do that. That's hurting your watch hours." Well, I'm not live streaming while I'm watching these shows. I quit doing that. I used to stream and I'd watch 2 or 3 at the same time. I don't do that anymore. When I go live, I shut off all streams, regardless of whether they're finished or not. I say if they're done, then cool. If they're not done, I said, "Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got a live stream coming up." I go do my live stream. But apparently now you can't watch a lot of live streams at one time either.
Do we know that's really true?
No, we don't. This is just this creator's interpretation of things.
For creators.
And while we were discussing it, another creator came in and said basically 100% different than what the other one was saying. And they both said, YouTube is making a change. This could affect me. It could affect Sam. It could affect Bill, because apparently they're changing the amount of time you can stream in a day. I don't know. Other than the clock I'm running right now, I'm only doing that for watch hours. I really want to get into the 8s. I would love to hit 800 watch hours in a 28-day period. It's not ever going to happen though. But we'll see. Because I Googled what they said. And it wasn't what they interpreted it to be. It was totally different.
So
That's
you're
good
speaking
where you get that.
Sam's live thing where he watches
Do what?
you're speaking about Sam's live feed where he's watching the river there a lot,
I watch Sam's. I watch Bill's every night overnight. Yes.
saying what
They're
these
saying
guys
there's, well, the
about
rule says that you can't, okay, so the way it's written is in a 24-hour period, you can stream, and Brian and I have talked about this on here, and I'll come back and address the comment that I see in there in just a second. You can stream for a week straight if you want to. You can start a stream today on Tuesday the 3rd and end it on Tuesday the 10th. No problem. It'll stream. It'll be live the entire time. However, the first 12 hours, if you can get to the first 12 hours, is all you're going to be able to recover, because after 12 hours, YouTube no longer recording it for you. They just say, okay, go ahead and stream, have fun. We don't care. That's what the change is. And apparently they're going to start enforcing that. Long Dog apparently got timed out by Nightbot by accident. Where do you see that? Let me go. I see he got a message deleted by Nightbot. And it's probably because it says Fashion Island ... question mark emote. Now I'm not counting it, but I'll bet you that's over 10. The Nightbot is set up that anything over 10, it's going to not
If
allow
you
the message to
hit
go
it,
through.
4 dots and 4 question marks and 1 emote.
Okay, you have better eyes than I got. I can see the dots and the question mark. That's my speculation. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the comment, so it can't be the comment itself. And
Maybe all the question marks in a row, for example.
could be it could be a combination of all that. Maybe somebody else try to put in that exact same phrase and see what happens. I don't know. I do not know. Now I do.
Okay, stop spamming symbols.
Yeah, I see that. I'm going back and looking at that now.
Oh, I'm guessing the dots and question marks all in a row is what.
That would be my spec. I didn't see that until you pointed it out, and I'm looking at it now. It could be. Maybe I'll bump that up a little bit. I know it's 10 right now. I may go higher. Missy says, "Oh no, Nightbot is fired." Might be. Just might be.
Well, if you tell Nightbot to kiss your whatever, well, Nightbot.
Missy's asking, I believe, where I got that information from. I just did a Google search on what changes is. I think I worded it, what are the changes YouTube is proposing for daily live streaming? And is there a limit on what you can do? There is no limit. You can live stream. I'm doing 3, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm doing 3 live streams a day. I do 1 overnight, I do 1 around noon, and I do 1 at 10 o'clock at night. That's 3. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do 2, 1 overnight and 1 at 10 o'clock. Betty's still in the house. 5 seconds. Galactic says 5 seconds. Scott's checking his points. 84,036. Wow. This is going to work out really good because they just went to halftime and we're coming up on an hour. So I'll hang around for a little bit longer. And I do intend to watch the second half. I mean, actually physically watch the second half on the big screen TV in there. Anybody has any questions or any comments or anything they'd like to bring up? Go ahead. Now is your time.
Hey, at Nightbot, you suck.
Type that in there and see what happens. That'd be an interesting test. Hey, at Nightbot.
And then all of a sudden, Jeff just goes, chat.
All of a sudden, Jeff Ryman, no longer leading in the points department. Nightbot goes, "I'll get you, buddy." Wow, we need to renegotiate our data limits. I guess Stealth. I don't know. I mean, how much live streaming do you do? How much uploading do you do? I'm good. I'm good. I got a thing today on my phone, and I do appreciate it. I like that people are watching out for me. I mean, after all, it's all about me. And they said, make sure you don't go over 12 hours. You can go over 12 hours. You just can't recover it after 12 hours. And I think we determined a long time ago, if you get into the 13, 14, and 15 hours, I do recall we weren't able to recover that, not on my channel, but on someone else's channel. So I know Sam cuts his off at 11:55. I know Bill cuts his off at 11:55. I cut mine off before 12 hours, but I don't have a specific set time to do it, but I make sure it doesn't go over 12. And hopefully I get into the 800 range on watch hours. That's the entire point of this. There's a couple other little jabs in there, but that's the main reason. Right now I'm sitting in the mid 700 range. I was 745 this morning when I checked. I check once a day. Here's the question I would like someone to come up with a good answer, a legitimately good answer. When do your live stream hours go into effect? Now, I partially know the answer to that. Right now, all these wonderful people watching my live stream, these hours, this minutes don't count. The hours, the watch hours count once the live stream ends and it goes into VOD, video on demand status. That's when that watch hours get calculated. My question is, when can I, as a creator, go to YouTube and see, here's your watch hours from yesterday, or here's your watch hours from this live stream? That's what I would like to see answered. We work from home and all of our schooling for kids and all the IoT. Yeah, in your case, I get that, but I'm specifically talking about changes that I heard are coming to YouTube. I understand what you're saying. I do understand that. We run 24/7 or more or less. Yeah, I run, my computers are up 24/7 all the time.
Because of what you guys do for work, you have to get a commercial account from your ISP now?
Me or Stealth?
Stealth.
Probably. Stealth, I don't know if you heard Jeff or not, but do you have to get a commercial account from your ISP because of what you do? John says 11. So seriously, if someone can come up with an answer, is after the live stream ends, then it gets processed. That's when the watch hours become posted into your account. When is that? Is that 10 hours, 12 hours, a day, 3 days? I would really like to know. On iNet provider, you can see all usage to every platform. Okay. And now we're a math class. 69 times 3. 69 is 3 times 23. Yes, it's looking like it. Okay, so it's looking like he may be getting a commercial account then. All right. Watch hours are a weird animal for me. I like to listen to congregational here during bedtime and in the background. I don't listen to anything. Last couple nights I've been trying to, not last night and the night before, but I did do a couple nights where I didn't run anything. No Bill, no Sam, no Ellen, no nothing. I shut the computers down. Didn't help. I still didn't sleep. I've got to figure this out. And I don't care if I sleep at night or I don't care if I sleep during the day. I just would like to sleep. My sleep pattern is I'll go to bed and I'll sleep for about 2 hours, and then I get up and I'll sleep for about 4 hours. Then I get up and I sleep for about another 2 hours. It's crazy. I would really love to go to sleep and sleep 6 straight or 7 straight hours one night, or one day for that matter. Well, we're at 1 hour and 3 minutes. Let's go see if the outro is going to run.
I prefer 8 to 12.
I don't know. I don't know. I am taking suggestions on an outro, just like today I was suggested for the trailer. If you have a specific topic or something you'd like to see in the trailer, let me know. Let me know in comments. Let me know in the email. My email is posted. Just send me an email and say, hey, would you? The other day, yesterday on the Davinci thing, AJ wanted a panda graphic. I got her a panda graphic and she liked it. So I like stuff like that. That is really cool. Here we go with the outro. Hopefully it's going to work. I think this is the command. Silk
can satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
KSL. So the pig's done. We are back actually live according to OBS. I see us on OBS. I see KSL live over there.
I'm just seeing the pig.
Yeah, now we're back. Now we are back live. Long Dog says YouTube apparently processed the data you're trying to get an answer for, and it's not correlated instantaneously, so it makes me think that dynamically adjust computer processing time on the workload. Well, YouTube is humongous. I mean, think of the thousands, if not millions, of creators that are out there throwing stuff up on YouTube and then are live streaming and shorts and all that other stuff. So it's a process, and I get that. I don't want if you in your live stream at 11:08 p.m. on Tuesday night, those watch hours will be posted at 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. I don't want that. I would like to know about when it's going to be done so I can kind of see when it's going to be done. It's a me thing. It's just something that I'm interested in. It means nothing to nobody. Thank you guys for being here. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, kstout00m@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, say hi, ask for the credentials. I'll give them to you. Click on the link I give you. It'll put you right in. Don't need camera. Don't even need to say hi. Just make sure you're here and you're supposed to be here. And if we have any doubts, we'll deal with it. That's what I'm telling you. That's why you will not get a practical time. Yeah, it's that way for all creators, though. I don't want anyone to think that it's just this way for me. It's not. This is all creators. They process it when the workload allows it. Yes, good point. Tomorrow, Rick Lakes. Tomorrow, there may be a Davinci thing. I still want to do that. I still want to pursue that a little bit more. I just need to kind of fine tune it a little bit. Stealth says, thank you guys. Thank you, Stealth. Thank you, John. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, Galactic Volcano, Galactic 007, John Williams, Ski Man, Rick Lakes, Jamie, who I know is not here. I think I mentioned Miss Missy, Jeff Ryman. Just some names I'm remembering off the top of my head. Halftime's getting ready to be over, so I'm going to end the live stream. See you tomorrow night. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. See you tomorrow on Rick's. Hopefully see you tomorrow on mine. Now, if that went out, I'll be impressed because I started to stop it, and then I stopped it. Never mind. Good night. I'm going to confuse myself.